key scratches. So here is a beautiful Maserati Quattroporte that we detailed, corrected, coated a couple of months ago. Customers just come back from a round trip to France, right at the bottom of France actually, long old trip. And unfortunately came out of his hotel one day and the whole street had been keyed. So just, 10 cars in a row, just someone had indiscriminately run a key down or something down the side of all of them. Customer said his car was certainly had less damage on than a lot of adjacent cars. So I just want to show you the damage to the vehicle. So there is, if I take my light away there, actually that's better. So you can see there's a bit of heavy damage there right by the headlight. And then the scratch extends, it actually extends the full length of the car, but it's very light. If I pull back, you can't see it at all there. Just come back a bit more so you can see. Yeah, you can't see it at all there. But yeah, when you come in, you can see it is actually on every panel. Where can we? So there, you can see it just dips down there, just there. And then it comes, it's very light, one of the lightest key scratches I think we've ever seen. So it's in for me to have a look at. Hopefully, that bit of damage just above the headlight, you can see a little bit more of it just there. That bit of damage by the headlight is probably too deep to do anything with, but with scratches like this, there's no telling. You can see, there you go, all across that back wing. You can see there. There's no telling with scratches like this. Sometimes they come out really easily. Sometimes it's a full body shop to 100% removal. Okay, so some after shots on this Quattroporte, which was unfortunately key scratched. A pretty good result, actually. What do we always say? Ceramic coating improves the chances of doing stuff. And, can I remove a key scratch is always a difficult question because every single scratch and every part of every scratch is different. So remember that little bit, that's the scratch there that's on the headlight. That first bit is reduced, but it's still there. And then this bit was still quite heavy. But then pretty much on this panel, the scratch actually went here and then came down all the way to these air intakes and then chased across. It's pretty undetectable now. I'm really struggling to see it anywhere. And then it actually came just down below the swage on these doors and then all the way across. That's gone. And then probably the bit that I'm disappointed about, but that you can see is that it's here. There is still a little witness of it. If we come right on there, on the bit here. I don't know if you can, no you can't. But there is still some evidence of it. Here is the worst bit, but it's through the clear coat, unfortunately. So pretty much what you would normally expect from a key scratch, in that some of it came out and some of it didn't. But considering the depth of it where it didn't, I'm pretty pleased because hi. So a quick roundup on this Maserati actually. So I guess the question, the title of the video is, can ceramic coatings stop key scratches? Which, I don't know, it's always a difficult question. Every key scratch is individual. Someone said to me many years ago, a wise man always answers a lot of questions with "it depends," and this is one of those cases. It does depend. Every key scratch I've ever dealt with over the 11 years I've been a professional detailer have been different. Every single one is different. Without doubt, the ceramic coating on this car helped to reduce the impact of the key scratch. There were 10 cars in a row that were scratched. The customer said to me that this car was noticeably less damaged than other cars in the row. Certainly there are probably 2 points on the car, so the very first inch or two above the headlight on that wing, and the back wing where it's too deep to polish out. It's significantly compromised the clear coat. But we managed to round off the edges and make it a lot less visible. However, the other 90 odd percent of the scratch, which was from the headlight to the tail light, full length of the car, I managed to polish out, which you wouldn't normally expect at all. So, was it the hardness of the ceramic coating? Does that mean a ceramic coating off the shelf will help against key scratches? I don't know. There are as many ceramic coatings out there as there are car manufacturers and cars. You know, you could ask, will my sports car do the quarter mile in 10 seconds? It depends on the sports car, doesn't it? Same as the ceramic coating. Not all ceramic coatings are equal. Pro-grade ceramic coatings are pro-grade for a reason, in that you have to be trained and approved to use them, because the application technique is difficult, and if you mess it up, you have to sand it off the car, and also the curing is involved. So the ceramic coatings that you can buy off the shelf are not as strong as the ones that me as a professional has to be accredited to be able to apply. And the one on this was top. When the coatings that are right up there from a professional point of view are amazing. They are very, very good. Are they bulletproof? Are they PPF? No, they're not. But they are, you know, as we can see, they help. If this car had just been waxed, I've got no doubt that we would be at a body shop visit for the whole side. So yeah, they definitely help. I think it's taken this car from a full side repaint to you know, you can live with it. You have to be looking very carefully and under very crazy lighting to be able to see any evidence of the scratches at all now. So yeah, in this case, it's been a bit of a win actually. You know, with ceramic coatings, a lot is spoken about hardness and all that sort of stuff. But it's only a pencil hardness test. You know, if you really want to go into it and get geeky on this stuff, you know, the diamond hardness scale is what, or the can't remember it now. The absolute hardness scale, where you've got, I don't know, mud at one end and diamond at the other end. Yeah, the absolute hardness scale. Pencil hardness is only like 1 to 2 on a hardness scale that goes up to 10, with diamond being 10. So a ceramic coating is only ever, the best ceramic coatings are only ever 20% of a diamond. So they're not, you know, relative hardness is always going to be quite low. But again, what I think helped in this case was that slickness. So they also decrease friction, which, you know, helps when you're testing hardness because of the way they test it. The friction is more, so if you put a key on the surface of the car, it's going to increase the friction and make it slide more, which means it marks less, which I think, actually, in my heart of hearts, probably is what helped us in this case more than the actual physical hardness, because, as we've discussed, it's not that hard on a full hardness scale relative to diamonds, and actually it's only a micron and a half thick, so you can have the hardest thing in the world, but it's not that thick, it's not going to do much. So yeah, so you know, to answer the video, the title in the video, yes, without a doubt, if this car hadn't been ceramic coated, it would be a body shop visit for a full side repaint. In this case, I think we pretty much saved it from that. In due course, in a couple of years' time, the customer might decide maybe to get one of the affected panels repainted, but I'm not sure that he will. I think we've pretty much saved it here. We've been lucky. Does that mean your ceramic coated car would survive a key scratch? It's it's impossible to say. If you've come into me for a key scratch or you've had a scratch on the car and you asked me about it, you'll know that the first thing I say is bring it in and let me have a look. Every single scratch is different. Yes, you can do the fingernail test, and if it picks up on your fingernail when you drag it across it, you've got less chance of it being a perfect save. You can pull paint into it, you can wet sand it. Obviously that depends on how much clear coat is there. So every single scratch is different, and actually parts of scratches are different, as we can see on this car. The doors, we've managed to save completely. The back quarter, there is still a mark if you look very closely. We've rounded the edges off. You've got to be crazy under crazy lights to see it, but it's there. The colour helps us on this a bit because it's a mid-grey rather than a super dark blue or a black or anything else, or a solid red or something. So the answer is, it depends. But definitely on this car, it's helped a lot. And it's certainly saved us from a full side paint. So thanks again for watching. I hope this was an informative video. I hope this is the sort of stuff you want to watch. I've got to do all this stuff, I'm afraid, as you know, so that more people can see the videos and see what I'm doing and all the rest of it. So please subscribe if you're not already. There's lots more videos coming, so just comment on what you want to see. Did you like this video? Do you like the stall? Everyone likes the stall. The snap-on stall is my new one. If you've seen some of the older videos, the old one sucked. So yeah, I did treat myself to a new stall. Lots more videos coming. Please put in the comments what you want to see, what you want me to talk about. Change something about the style of what I'm doing. What do you want to see? If there's no comments, I'll just keep doing these. So I hope that was a little insight into a bit of a different job. I hope you're all good. It's a wet, cold Saturday morning here, so I hope it's warmer and drier with you and you can get out and enjoy your cars today. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.